Hey everyone, Pete Werner here with your Diz Daily Fix for Tuesday, July 12th, 2016. Here's what's happening today. Disney has announced that Early Morning Magic is now being offered at Disney's Hollywood Studios on Monday and Wednesday mornings during the months of August and September. Now, if you remember, this was rolled out at the Magic Kingdom earlier in the year, and it gives you 1 extra hour to enjoy the park before it's open to other guests. It also includes a buffet breakfast, as well as access to select attractions, including Toy Story Mania, Star Tours, meet and greets with Buzz and Woody, Mickey and Minnie, and Olaf. The buffet breakfast will be served until 10 a.m. at the ABC Commissary, and the cost for this is $69 for adults ages 10 and up, and $59 for children ages 3 through 9. Now, for as much as this does not interest me personally, and for as much as I thought it was a ridiculous price to pay for only an hour of access to the park in the morning, this was incredibly popular when it was rolled out earlier this year at the Magic Kingdom, so what do I know? And apparently Early Morning Magic is not the only way Disney may be looking to upcharge guests. Surveys being given to guests at Walt Disney World right now include a question about an Uber-style transportation service for guests. WDW News Today reports that the potential service would only be available resort to resort, which is not an option that is currently available if you're using Walt Disney World transportation. You have to transfer to take a bus to a theme park, then transfer to a resort bus to get to that resort. This is why they tell you it takes 2.5 to 3 hours to make your ADRs if you're doing that. Now, according to the report, guests would pay a flat fee, to have access to this transportation throughout their stay. Depending on the price, consider me a fan of this idea. And finally in the news today, full menus for this year's Epcot Food and Wine Festival have been released, and there are some new marketplaces coming to the festival this year, including the Chocolate Studio, Islands of the Caribbean, and Wine and Dine Studio. Full details for that are available on wdwinfo.com. Also over on the Diz Today, contributor Robert Wozniak explores buying a DVC resale versus a direct purchase to find out what the best value is. And if you don't know what DVC is, that stands for Disney Vacation Club, which is Disney's timeshare arm. And over on DizBoards.com today, a thread on the theme parks forum entitled 8 a.m. Surprise Opening, Spoiling Your 8 a.m. ADR by Loris87. In the thread, the poster discusses the surprise early openings that have sporadically been happening at the Magic Kingdom this summer and how that has affected her plans. Head over to DizBoards.com to join in the discussion. Later today on DizUnplugged.com, you can join me and the rest of the Diz team for the Disney World edition of the Diz Unplugged. We'll discuss all the latest news and happenings from all around Walt Disney World. That goes out live at 1 p.m. Eastern on DizUnplugged.com, or you can watch anytime at youtube.com/DizUnplugged. And you can also subscribe to our podcast via iTunes. And finally, in the weather tomorrow, if you're headed into the parks in Orlando, please keep in mind it is July and it's Florida. So you can expect thunderstorms with a high of 94 and a low of 79. Out in Anaheim, sunny skies tomorrow with a high of 84 and a low of 64, which sounds much better to me. You can find links to all these stories and more on our Daily Fix main page at wdwinfo.com/dailyfix. That will do it for me today. Join us again tomorrow at noon Eastern for the next installment of the Diz Daily Fix. Have a great day, everyone.